Please be seated. Good evening. I'm Lori Laredo, Assistant Superintendent. It is my pleasure to welcome you to the commencement ceremony for the class of 2015. Joining me tonight on stage are members of the Board of Education, President Steve Matheny, Vice President Joe Driscoll, Secretary Jamie Dirtle, and board members Dr. Patrice Hess, Matt Eckberg, Steve Knobloch, and Dennis Reinhardt. At this time, I would ask Ms. Caitlin Jenkins to come forward and join me on stage.
Welcome, family, friends, faculty, and other special guests. Thank you all for coming this evening, and thank you for helping us celebrate the graduation of the class of 2015. Your support and guidance played a crucial role in getting us here today. Without you, we would have never been able to ace the big tests, snag the solo in the school musical, win the race at the important meet, or most notably, grow into the people that we are today. But now, it's finally time to do what we came here to do 4 years ago. It's time to graduate. Thank you.
Thank you, Caitlin. At this time, Jack Barth and Hayden Burtis will please come forward to present the class gift.
Hello, my name is Jack Barth, and I am the Student Council Executive Board President.
And my name is Hayden Burtis, your senior class president. Every year, the senior class gives a gift to the school. Our class has worked hard to raise money this past year. This gift will be a token of our appreciation to East Peoria and something left behind for future students to enjoy. So, for our senior class gift, Jack and I have decided to take a trip to Mexico with the money our class has raised.
After Hayden and I have had our fun in Mexico, we decided to come back and donate what's left of the money to fixing the school lunches. No, but on a serious note, and on behalf of the class of 2015, and with the money we've raised over the past 4 years, we have decided to donate the money to the restoration of the atrium and the pond, so that students throughout the years will have something good to look at as they walk out through the halls. So, thank you.
Thanks, Jack and Hayden, and thank you all, the class of 2015. At this time, I'd like to introduce Dr. Chuck Nagel, and he will present this year's retirees.
This year, 2 certified staff members announced their plans to retire after having given many years of dedicated service to educating the students of our district. As is our tradition, we honor these retirees on the evening of graduation. At its April meeting, the Board of Education passed the following resolution. Whereas the following teachers, Ms. Robin Goff, who began her career at EPCHS in August of 1994, and Mr. Pete Driscoll, who began his career at EPCHS in August of 1992. And whereas said teachers have given faithfully of their services to the school district for these past years. And whereas it is the intention of the administration and the Board of Education to recognize these years of loyal service. Therefore, be it resolved, the administration and the Board of Education of District 309 gather this 20th day of April 2015, do hereby thank said faculty members upon retirement for their total of 43 years of loyal service to East Peoria Community High School. This resolution has been inscribed on individual certificates for each of our retirees. At this time, I would ask Mr. Pete Driscoll to come forward and receive his certificate. Mrs. Robin Goff was an administrator and a teacher during her career at EPCHS and had a positive influence on her students and colleagues during her time in our district. As some of you are aware, this past spring, Ms. Goff lost her hard-fought battle with cancer. In honor of her dedicated service to our district, I would ask everyone at this time to join me in a moment of remembrance. Thank you. Thank you, Robin. You will be missed. And now, as a representative of the Board of Education and the administration, I want to personally thank both of our retirees for all their contributions to EPCHS and for their many years of service to the students of our district. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Nagel. At this time, senior chorale members may now assemble. The chorale members, under the direction of Mr. Pete Driscoll, will present for your enjoyment 100 Years by David Ondrasik. Speaker was voted on and selected by the senior class. It is now my pleasure and my honor to present to you this year's speaker, Mrs. Jennifer Lamb.
Good evening, board members, administrators, fellow faculty, families, friends, and most importantly, graduates. I am so honored to be standing in front of such a glorious group of young people. As a class, they have been recognized with many accolades, which you will hear from Dr. Nagel when he introduces the top 10. but this group sitting before us is so much more than a list of awards and accomplishments. I remember having a conversation with Mr. Driscoll 4 years ago when this class was in 8th grade, and he said that this was such a special class, he wanted to wait and retire until this group graduated. Mrs. Horn describes the class of 2015 as a difficult class to say goodbye to because they are good-natured, hardworking, and have a great sense of humor. Mr. Green puts a lot of faith and trust in this class because when they say they're going to do something, they do it. Mrs. Pittman said there wasn't one of you whom she'd met that she didn't like. Mr. Van described the class of 2015 as one of the best classes to pass through East Peoria since he'd been here since 2002. Mr. Plummer believes it is the quality of your character, how polite and kind you are that separates you from other classes. And Mrs. Dawson commented on how many of you have so much compassion and empathy for others and the situations they're going through. And me, what do I think about this group sitting before us? I couldn't agree more. Whether they go to practice after school and stay up till midnight studying or doing homework, or they take the closing shift at McDonald's and don't get home till 11, it shows they are hardworking, dedicated, and determined. Many of these individuals have also given up personal time after school and on the weekends to help our community as well as the surrounding communities with programs such as the Peoria Marathon, Tracy's Trot, and the relief efforts in Washington for the tornado cleanup. This class even had 5 students venture up to Chicago to the Federal Reserve to present a monetary plan for our future. Such volunteering efforts show support, service, and cooperation. The class of 2015 were also participants during Hope Week. Many wore pink to honor Mrs. Goff and help raise $500 for her medical needs, as well as over $5,000 for the Dax Locke Foundation. These efforts show this class's amazing compassion and sympathy for others. Graduates, you obviously possess many amazing qualities and characteristics that will allow you to thrive when you walk out of the doors of East Peoria Community High School and through the doors of life. For example, it is because of your work ethic, your kindness, and your compassion that's going to allow you to pursue a trade, go to college, get married, buy a house, settle into a career, and so on. However, it doesn't matter how many of these characteristics you possess, or if you are the homecoming king, or prom queen, or star athlete, or first in your class. These qualities won't, and unfortunately they don't, protect you from the trials and tribulations that can unfold in your life. A small percentage of you sitting before me have already experienced the trials that life can bring your way. A few of you have lost parents, siblings, and friends way before it was their time to go. Some of you have even had to fight off childhood cancers and illnesses to be sitting in front of us today. So what do you do when life hands you these terrible hands? There are many options you can choose to respond. You can give up, quit, say woe is me, and begin to let life start to pass you by. Or you dig deep and find within yourself strength, courage, and a will to fight that you never even knew was there. I'm here today standing before you to tell you that throwing in the towel does and can seem like the easiest choice and most convenient. After all, we all know that it's easy to give up when something gets too hard and getting out of bed can even seem difficult. However, when you are able to stand back on your own 2 feet after life has just run you over with a Mack truck, you'll be kinder, stronger, braver, and smarter than you've ever been. But standing back up and finding the will to fight takes time, so be patient with yourself. Regaining your strength will more than likely require help as well. It takes love, support, and encouragement from the people sitting in this room with you. So don't be afraid to ask and accept the help. Lean on your parents and other family members when the job can seem mundane and pointless. Call your friends sitting here with you tonight when you go through a bad breakup and you just need someone to lean on and listen while you rant and cry. And us, your former teachers, when college classes feel overwhelming and you need a little extra help because you feel invisible in a class of 100, we're only an email away. All of these people have something in common. We're all here. We're at home, a place where you've grown up, have feelings of comfort and safety. And although life is learning to grow up and learning to spread your wings and fly on your own, everybody sitting in this room wants to help you achieve that goal. In February at the boys basketball, Raiderette, and cheerleading senior night, I was talking to a senior who was about to play his last basketball game in this gym. And as we spoke, he began to get emotional thinking of his time here at East Peoria ending. As I gave him a hug to comfort him, I began to think that yes, his time here, your time here as seniors, as top dogs, is ending. But what is not ending is the love, support, encouragement, and friendships that are present here tonight. From family and friends to administrators and teachers, we love you, class of 2015, and will always be here when you need us. After all, once a Raider, always a Raider, and we all know that it's always a great day to be a Raider. Thank you and congratulations, 2015.
Thank you, Mrs. Lamb. At this time, senior band members may please join the symphonic band for a special performance. Thank you, Mr. Sneblin, and all the members of the band. At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Damon Hackett.
Tonight, we recognize the members of the class of 2015. The Board of Education, the faculty and staff, and of course parents, relatives, and friends present this evening are extremely proud of this class. Members of the class of 2015 have distinguished themselves in regard to academic excellence. 16 seniors have been designated as Illinois State Scholars, 26 are Sterling Merit Award recipients. 48 have been initiated into the National Honor Society, and 55 have been recognized as Mid-Illini Conference Scholar Athletes. Many members of this class were recognized at our annual honors program as recipients of scholarships and other academic recognition from groups within our community, various clubs, state and national organizations, and their respective colleges and universities. I now have the honor to present the top 10 students in this year's graduating class. I will call these students to come forward, starting with number 10 and working up to the valedictorian. Each student will receive a commemorative medallion and plaque as a remembrance of tonight. I will also introduce each student's parents, whom I would ask to stand and be recognized when I announce your name. Number 10, Kelsey Fay, daughter of John and Lisa Fay. Number 9, Sarah Krager, daughter of Corey and Mary Beth Krager. There was a tie for 7th. At number 7, first Corey Ritchie, son of Terry and Roger Ritchie. Also at number 7, Cody Gablehausen, son of Jeff and Lori Gablehausen. Number 6, Cassidy Troop, daughter of Julie Troop and Marcus Troop. Number 5, Benjamin Bruce, son of Jeff and Kim Bruce. Number 4, Brad Van Wagenen, son of John and Kathy Van Wagenen. Number 3, Caitlin Jenkins, daughter of Dwight and Julia Jenkins. The salutatorian of the class of 2015 is Lakin Smith, daughter of Corey and Katrina Smith. During her time at EPCHS, Lakin has been a captain of the Raiderettes dance team, the vice president of student council, the 2013 Festival of Lights Queen, a key club member, and a DAR Good Citizen Award winner. In addition, Lakin has been an Illinois State Scholar, a Sterling Merit Scholar, a member of Link Crew, a student Rotary Club member, a member of National Honor Society, a blood drive volunteer, and a member of the Tazewell County Youth Board. Lakin's plans after high school are to attend Illinois State University and seek a degree in business administration. Please welcome Lakin Smith.
Good evening, and thank you all for being here tonight. It is such an honor to be able to speak on behalf of my fellow classmates. To begin, I think the English department would be pretty proud. I have my speech here in perfect MLA format. However, I admit there is one error. There was not enough space for me to put all 295 sources on my speech because all of you, my fellow classmates, are the authors who wrote our years together at East Peoria Community High School. It is so crazy to think that we have been through all of this together. We started our very first day of high school in this gym on a day called Fresh Start, where the Link Crew leaders and teachers were dancing around acting like crazy fools. On that day, we probably never would have imagined that all of the homecoming weeks, sporting events, proms, and finals were going to zoom past us so quickly. I also guarantee that a majority of us never would have imagined we would have such an epic last day of school that brought us even closer together. We have made countless Raider memories these past 4 years that will always remain near and dear to our hearts. Tonight is a night to celebrate and make the most of this time that we still have together as classmates. and also to make as many more memories as possible before going on to our separate ways. I wish each and every one of you success on whatever journey life takes you on. Once we leave this gymnasium, we will officially have a platform of education to lead us down the next path of our lives. I challenge each of us, including myself, to do all that we can to reach our full potentials. To quote Meredith Grey, "When there's something you really want, fight for it. Don't give up no matter how hopeless it may seem. And when you've lost hope, ask yourself in 10 years from now, you're gonna wish you gave it just one more shot, because the best things in life, they don't come free." I know our class will do incredible things. Parents, family, friends, teachers, and administration, I am happy to help present to you the amazing class of 2015. We have been molded and shaped by you and each other, and we now stand ready for the consummation of all of our hard work and efforts of the past years, and we are now ready to take on the world and all of its challenges. Thank you all once again for being the guiding light that has led us to this point. We will sincerely miss all the loving teachers and administration, and will never forget the lessons you taught us, both inside and outside of the classroom. One last thing I need all of you to remember, as spoken by Christopher Robin, you're braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Congratulations, Raiders.
Thank you, Lakin. It is now my pleasure to introduce the valedictorian of the class of 2015, Erica Kaysen, daughter of John and Barb Kaysen. During her time at EPCHS, Erica has been a member of the marching, symphonic, pep, and jazz band, a member of Link Crew, the Key Club president, a blood drive volunteer, a member of Latin Club, a student Rotary Club member, and a member of National Honor Society. In addition, Erica has been an Illinois State Scholar, a Stirring Merit Scholar, a member of Scholastic Bowl, and a member of the United Way Youth Council Scholar. In the fall, Erica plans on attending Trine University to seek a degree in biomedical engineering. Please welcome Erica Kaysen.
Good evening. 1,369 days ago, we walked into this building for the first time as freshmen. It was all new, and let's be honest, we were all a little scared of this big foreign place and the upperclassmen wearing tie-dye shirts trying to get us ready for the next 4 years. On that day, none of us were thinking of this day, and now, in what seems like no time at all, we're here graduating East Peoria Community High School. We have made countless memories and friends in these hallways and classrooms. None of us will ever forget one of Miss Wessler's packets, Mr. Palmer's pre-calc finals, or one of Mr. Green's illustrious multiple choice tests. We will also never forget all the amazing times we've had, the dances, food days, football games, and numerous other special events. None of these wonderful things would have happened without the amazing people behind us. Thank you to every teacher, administrator, and parent who was with us through every struggle. Thank you to every teacher who was understanding and went the extra mile for our success. Thank you to the administration for keeping our best interest at heart, especially when you canceled school for our safety. And thank you to every parent for driving us here before we could, for helping us through the never-ending drama, and for being there for us when no one else was. Most of us would not have made it into these chairs without any of you there to help us along the way. I've had so many teachers while here at EPCHS, and they have taught me so much, but the things that are truly invaluable we have not learned out of a textbook or filled in on a Scantron. One teacher who gave us countless anecdotes on life was Mr. Alex Van Winkle. Anyone who has had Mr. Van in class knows the poem he wrote entitled Wasted Talent. He gave me the honor of reading it today. There is nothing great about wasted talent, but it exists in all of us. We talk about doing things, but the possibility we only discuss. As for action, we seldom take any. Those who do, we idolize. Unless it's one who breeds jealousy, and in him and her we criticize. But it's the everlasting kid in all of us who keeps telling us we're having fun, so we keep on playing Atari and Barbie until we eventually realize it's done. Destiny is our own, we can see that through time past. We don't seem to mind it much though, just as long as we don't finish last. This poem has been heard many times by many students. I'm proud to be one of those students, and I'm so glad I was able to share it with you. Mr. Van tells us this poem hoping to inspire greatness in all of us. This poem speaks to the talent that we all have. No matter how pronounced that talent may be, it is definitely there and is not to be thrown away. Every day, we'll hold new opportunities and a greatness to be found. Please go and find that something. Don't waste any time. Many see this graduation as an end, but it is the end of the season. But in its closing, a new, better one begins. This is a time to start for all of us to go find ourselves and use whatever gifts we have in the best possible way. Over 1,000 days ago, we walked into this gym as scared freshmen. Now, in a very short time, we will walk out with diplomas in hand. What we do with that diploma is what counts. Don't take anything for granted, and don't become the next wasted talent. Thank you. Class of 2015, we made it.
Thank you, Erica. At this time, I will ask the Superintendent of Schools, Dr. Chuck Nagel, to come forward and certify the class of 2015.
It is my honor, by the power vested in me by the state of Illinois, that I certify that the class of 2015 has satisfied the prescribed requirements for graduation, and I call upon each member of this class to come forward and receive your diploma.
Erica Lee Kaysen. Lakin Suzanne Smith. Caitlin Danielle Jenkins. Bradley John Van Wagenen. Benjamin Jeffrey Bruce. Cassidy Ray Troop. Cody Elmer Gabelhausen. Corey Daniel Ritchie. Sarah Catherine Krager. Kelsey Faith Fay. Whitney Shannon Adams. Carson Michael Allen. Audra Leanne Arndt. Emily Taylor Arnold. Allison Renee Bailey. Jessica Jane Ball. Kelsey Lynn Ball. Kyle Jeffrey Ball. Brooke Taylor Bankus. Timothy Robert Barajas. Taylor Amanda Barker. Alan Mercedes Barnard. Elias Newton Barnett. John Richard Barth. Chelsea Lauren Beckner. Edwin Omar Bennett. Ariel Celeste Violetto. Evan Christopher Betts. Justin Allen Bicknell. Sydney Lynn Boyles. Trey Alexander Brabson. Cody Taylor Bragg. Alexandra Jordan Brown. Logan Arthur Brown. Maxwell Joseph Bueller. Kirsten Marie Burks. Hayden Lee Burtis. Jacob Keith Burtis. Jacob Allen Burry. Madeline Justine Bo Andrew Carter. Devin Ray Carroll. Emily Brooke Chapman. Alicia Louise Cassidy. Isara Leticia Cisneros. Matthew Allen Church. Christopher Michael Klein. Joshua Christopher Clewell. Marissa Lynn Quarter. Candace Suzanne Cahoon. Adam Morton Cox. Nicholas Alfonso Corley. Brock D. Davis. Andrew James Craig. Austin David Byard. Dirk James Davis. Nicholas Alexander Davis. Ryan Scott Davison. Paxton Michael Daxenbickler. Brianna Megan Deemy. Diana Marie DeFelice Pero. Amber Lee Rosalind DeLay. Zachary Lee Deniston. Anthony Scott DeVita. Taylor Renee DeWeese. Justin Michael Doty. Samuel John Driffel. Connor Edward Durham. Kyle Bradley Aker. Edward Arthur Ellison. Caitlin Paige Ellis. Nicholas Patrick Emmert. Kiana Mtiaz. Jayshawn Lamar Evans. Joshua Daniel Ewing. Maggie Joy Feldhaus. Andrea Leslie Flynn. Alexandra Victoria Forbes. Kirsten Nicole Fouts. Katie Ann Frisbee. Brandon Santana Garcia. Manuel Enrique Garza. Chase Allen Getz. Kimberly Sarah Francis Gibson. Jake Robert Giddens. Grant Stephen Gilbert. Tyler Michael Gillis. Clarence Thomas Gomez. Sarah Elizabeth Goodman. Sean Michael Gore. Ashlyn Nicole Gorth. Matthew James Goff. Leah K. Graham. Taylor Rose Graves. Kylie Nicole Gruder. Garrett Ryan Griffin. Bryce Stephen Grohl. Brianne Nicole Hale. Christian John Hall. Cassandra Michelle Hamilton. Audra Kaylin Hamlet. Bailey Nicole Hammond. Dawson Michael Hammond. Ryan Thomas Hanson. Chatham Andrew Stone Harkness. Brett Allen Harlow. Autumn Elizabeth Harper. Riley Ann Harmon. Kaylee Renee Heidenreich. Stevie Jean Herndon. Isaiah David Herzog. Jalen Lakota Henricks. Matthew Jet Hofert. Samuel August Hoffman. Keith William Ray Howard. David Glenn Hudson. Gavin Paul Thomas Hunt. Lane Allen Huntley. Saisetta Humatat Ingalls. Rhiannon Nicole Ingold. Corey Marie Inman. Victoria Elizabeth Grace Ireland. Brooke Nicole Jacobs. Jacob Stephen Johnson. Brianna Noel Cam. Taylor Ryan Kellum. Connor Gregory Kelly. Cheyenne Justine Kemp Steer. Austin Michael Keena. Shelby Lynn King. Dalton Lee Clicker. Cassandra Jean Lash. Michael David Allen Kraus. Jacob Allen Lewis. Brandy Michelle Lathrop. Tristan Dean Lomax. Chloe Marie Livingston. Carson Kenneth Kleiber. Jacob Russell Lavelle.
Victoria Marie Lowry. Michaela Joe Maples. Bryce William Markham. James Michael Martin. Kara Marie Martin. Isaac Henry Maxfield. Jacob Scott McCartney. Gianna Claire McLean. Savannah Joe McClure. Andrew Tyler McCollum. Seth David McDonald. Ashlyn Michelle McGraw. Brody Kane McMullen. Nathan Ray Minders. Cassandra Kathleen Mendez. Michelle Kaylin Manise. Drew Allen Vaughn Miller. Jamie Dakota Milliken. Serena Laylee Paulina Manassian. Patience Lynn Mitchell. Skylar Shea Moore. Aaron Antone Nava. Cressa Lee Morrell. Landon Andrew Norville. Wolfgang Daniel Nelson. Francisco Morales III. Paige Mackenzie Oakes. Summer Sonnet Ojero. Patricia Heather Liel Ordonez. Jenna Noel Orr. Brandon Lynn Palmer. Aaron Charles Pierce. Kara Christine Vilby. Tyler Ross Phillips. Noah William Picard. Shannon Michael Pitzer. Jacob Cole Plummer. Matthew David Poland. Cody Jacob Poole. Margaret Catherine Popkin. Brandon James Prather. Austin James Putty. Zena Karina Kazada. Crystal Denise Nicole Raglan. Hannah Rochelle Rainey.
Kaya Elaine Rencountre, Macy Larae Renfro, Kylie Jo Rennie, Abigail Lynn Riggenbach, Shayla Marie Rippey, Kylie Marie Robertson, Jacob Jeffrey Roberts, Rachel Ann Marie Robinson, Ricardo Jesus Rodriguez, Kiana Morgan Retges, Connor Mackenzie Roars, Jacob William Rowe, Haley Diane Roy, Gabrielle Lynn Royer, Nicholas C. Runyon, Keely Shane Ryan, Timothy Patrick Ryan, Tina Marie Sampson, Bryce James Sandoval, Dominic Alexander Shank, Tyler Scott Sharp, Nicholas Andrew Shower, Ryan Lewis Schmidt, Brooke Ann Schroeder, Hannah Sharon Ann Schultz, Andrea Louise Schuster, Patrick James Schwinn, Samantha Jean Samansky, Emily Renee Severance, Rachel Ann Seinemeyer, Gary Scott Shelton, Elizabeth Ray Scholl, Jacob Ryan Short, Hallie Brooke Schreffler, Erica Tate Skaggs, Zachary Allen Wayne Smith, Joel Ryan Sofer, Derek Ray Sparkman, Teresa Lynn Speener, Brianna Juanita Spillman, Jacob Tyler Stafford, Chance Christian Swearinger, Cheyenne Marie Swearinger, Drake Russell Sweeney, Remington Lee Sweeney, Elisa Maria Tabaki, Braden Ray Taylor, Anna Josephine Tefford, Lindsay Nicole Tetmeyer, Alyssa Bailey Tello, Tanner Allen Tyson, Andrew Hayes Trow, Hannah Nicole Eunice, Logan Anthony Unger. Matthew Tyler Van Gunten. Joshua Riley Vickers. Alexis Jane Walker Cortez. Monique Nicole Walker Nee. Ryan Christopher Walton. Madison Michelle Watson. Joshua David Wegman. Jason Kenneth Pride Wells. Park Taylor Wheatley. Dawn Lynn Whitby. Christina Marie White. Elise Nicolette Williams. Emma Rose Woodard. Carissa Lynn Woodley. Stormy Michelle York. Linda Marie Zavala. Madison Nicole Zimmerman. Jonathan Stephen Axelrod. Antonio James Mendoza. Mackenzie Taylor Kelly. Ethan Shane Scala. Jacob Henderson. Randy Heffron Jr. At this time, I will ask Bran Van Wegenen to please come forward.
So my message is for the faculty and staff of East Peoria High School, for all the family and friends here tonight, and especially for my fellow graduates, the East Peoria class of 2015. Every new beginning comes from some other beginning's end. Our time here as students is finished. May your future be filled with hope and opportunity. Only one thing is blocking us from moving on, and that is the length of this speech. With that in mind, thank you, good luck, and good night.
Thank you, Brad. Graduates, please stand. Now that you've completed all the requirements and you have received your diplomas, you may move your tassel to the left side to symbolize your graduation. It's my pleasure to present to you the class of 2015. Congratulations to all.